Hello, and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy PlaysTropico.
Presidente,
We are going
as
to
you know,
pick this up real quick.
It is your will alone that keeps Tropico together. Without you, the entire island would crumble to dust and be lost forever.
Perhaps it is time to consider adding another member to your dynasty. Just to be on the safe side. I've done some research and discovered that you have around 84 cousins. We'll need some sort of test to narrow the number down a bit. Do you have any ideas? So, I don't really know what this actually does, per se. But, yeah, I don't even know what the dynasty system does. I haven't played it along that far in the game, and even whenever I recorded before, it was only a couple hours worth. So, I'm just going to go with synchronized
As the air
swimming.
was born, all animals became quiet. A light shone through the skies, and La Chupacabra herself went to the crib and bowed to the infant. At least, that is what we will write in the history books.
Using ancient rituals involving heavy rum drinking to affect his brain, we may impart some starting skills to your newborn heir. What should they be? So... Let me do not recognize this heir. Agitator converts 1 vote when cheating on elections. Cheapskate, all constructions are 2% cheaper. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we got a female. Let's go ahead and we're going to... What? We got like a Team Little Angels flair here, which, you know, given my extreme preference for... oh, we got a devil here as well. Yeah, sure. And we can change the bodice strings there. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just goofy and kind of perfunctory at this point as far as I'm concerned. There we go. Sure. Black and navy blue. Everybody loves that. And then, there we go. Hair color. Blonde. Hat. Wait for it. I'm going to come up with something here. Oh, you know what? If we do that, it looks like the halo is actually resting on it, and I kind of like that. Very steampunky vibe. Steampunk angel, sure. Let's go, pacifier, clown note, what? Some of these are just goofy. And, no, we'll just do none. Sure, okay, so if I get assassinated or something, apparently I'm going to be this person. So, for what it's worth, sure. Okay. Budget of managing decreased bid by 10. All construction 2% cheaper. Level up. Okay, cool. And then 20% faster. Works in a building. Okay, cool. So select.
I reign supreme.
And yes. Okay, cool. So next, we're waiting for the money to finish coming in so that we can do these other two in fairly quick succession here. So we are already fast forwarded. There's not many speed options in this game between cripplingly slow and then slightly less cripplingly slow. But, you know, I make do. That kind of a deal. We got 1 citizen. This is not for money, unfortunately. Oh, no, it is. They're exporting stuff. That's good. Okay, cool. So this should hopefully put us over the amount of money that we want to make there. Yep, there it goes.
Someone stole my manuscript and published it under a pseudonym. It was an autobiographical story about 2 men on a mountain who want to form deep male bonds. They even stole the surrealistic chapter where fairies prance under a rainbow. The circumstances behind the theft are very queer.
Ha 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 ha. Now all Tropican men want to work on a ranch and I will never receive any recognition. It all went poof. Yeah, that's... There's a lot of jokes there I'm not going to even bother to explain. Okay, cool.
While His Majesty finds your island's backwardness most amusing, he is now worried that it will hinder his great plan.
Your island's technological progress is questionable at best. You must endeavor to improve your research or it will delay His Majesty's great plan. So, we need to research the sickle, and then it will extend our mandate.
Majesty
And
has
we've already done it,
instructed me
so...
to present you with this letter of commendation.
Let's go ahead and...
Achievements in the
Treasury subsidy. There we go. That's going to put us over on our money, which we should be hearing back from him pretty soon here.
Being able to stand
I
up.
found this book in your office,
Whoa, okay.
Governor. It's written by Conrad Marx, and it has some interesting ideas on how we should build our society.
Comrade Marx's words about the struggle of the ranch... no.
The
Go here.
burden of ruling twists our perception. We are the shadows that move the world.
So apparently we accepted whatever rewards we got for getting 15,000 without any big deal. So that means we should be getting a ton of importees in. Is that right? Either way, we have a lot of money now. So let's go ahead and start building our resources. Ranch. We want cattle. Where's a good place for cattle? We want more green. We're probably going to have to send an expedition here pretty soon. But it looks like this will be the best bet. Okay, which way is the road pointing? There we go. Let's do that. I'm not really planning for organization's sake over here because really we don't need it. It's just the first map and it's not going to take very long to beat it. So there we go. Long-term planning kind of goes out the window. If we do come back to this island, I will feel incredibly embarrassed. However, for the time being, not worried at all. Not at all. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and build some infrastructure here. There we go. Sorry I tore down your shacks, you impoverished peasants. And then residential, country house. We need 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. There we go. More than enough money for everybody. It'll take a little while for those to get built up, and then that'll take care of these two. And then we'll see what they come up with afterwards. So...
My good fellow, I have it from a very reliable source that there be gold in them there hills, boy. I suggest you send some men to find it.
If you are yet to establish an army, you can send your palace guard to explore the island. You may have to fund several expeditions until you find the gold deposit. Okay, so we have to go find gold. The way we do that is we click on our palace.
Thanks to your efforts, the revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
Aha, here we go. As a sign of gratitude for your support of the movement, the revolutionaries have offered their help. Remember, you need to increase the approval rating above 50% to declare independence. I'm mixing up my accents terribly. Increase the number of revolutionaries on the island will greatly help you with this task. Okay, so there we go. That fixed everything. All right, we're gonna have some extra citizens come in that are going to swing the votes in our favor here very quickly. And let's go ahead and explore. I know where the gold mine is on this one, so I'm just going to cheat. No big deal. Okay, so they're going to go out there. This is going to take frickin' forever.
That is to say me, discovered the shovel 40 times. If I find out who put it there, I will kill him. Anyway, I gave it to the miners so they can put it somewhere safe. Like underground.
Just in time. So we can now actually build mines once we are able to get to them and then exploit all of their... Oh yeah, that's not what you do. You hit research, new manager skills for production buildings. Let's do planks, lumber mill, and military fort. Sure.
His Majesty personally inspected several reports from your colony and discovered a major oversight in your designs.
Some of your buildings are not working as efficiently as expected. It seems that your island has finally figured out how to improve certain buildings. His Majesty suggests that you invest in some building upgrades. Have 2 upgraded plantations. Mandate will be extended by 6 months. So this is really easy. And we go to upgrades. Fiber.
I see the houses are ready. Unfortunately, the islands of Puerto Coco and Isla Rojo have kidnapped the managers intended for you.
Bastards. As I understand it, they offered large mansions to get the managers from under your nose. Don't worry too much about it. You'll be able to get back at them at some point. In the meantime, I use the Order's connections to get an extension on your mandate. So we got an extra mandate extension, which is totally fine. Let's see, effectiveness of all other nearby plantations and hydroponic farms. So that's an upgrade. And then effectiveness increased each month. There we go. That's an upgrade.
His Royal Majesty
and treasury subsidy. Thanks. That was really easy. Let's see. So we're looking for a gold deposit, and we're waiting for more. 4 citizens left Tropico. Why? Okay, let's go. Happiness, crime, safety, entertainment, healthcare, and religion. Homeless families 20. Not in labor force. So unemployed is 22. We need more jobs, so it's about time that we figured that one out. Let's go ahead, and what I want to do is we want to build another dock. And we're going to use this to supplement our trade routes here. And that'll allow us to set up another trade relations, and then we'll see what they want us to actually build and or grow with that. And we will be able to expand our economy out, build more houses, all of that fun, and preserve the number of colonists that we currently have. Let's see, do we have workers? Do we have any of these guys? Increases the budget by 5%. Stolen money goes to the Swiss bank account.
We just discovered the number of times you need to get hit by a plank to actually discover something. It is around 7, depending on the plank in question. We call this the plank constant. I am sure it will become very important one day.
Good times. Yes, plank constant, in case you didn't know, is really complicated, and I don't actually know how it works, but it's a thing. Let's see, what was I doing? Manager. Budget, the managed building is decreased by 10%. Increase beauty in the vicinity by X amount. You know, sure, let's do that. Higher. And then you need to workers, manager, increases the budget by 5%, stolen money goes to the Swiss bank account. Sure, let's do that. Money grubber. And then over here, we need...
So, there was gold in those mountains.
So we found the
Jolly
gold.
good, old chap. I believe it's only fair that I get a piece of the pie, having supplied the information and all that.
Right, let's get down to it. I believe that 10% should do the job. That's standard for a mining claim, I believe. Do me this little favor, and I'll say a few good things about you to His Majesty. What do you say, old chap? So we can agree with him, give him 10% of all of our gold profits, and that will give us 6 months of a mandate extension. Tropico will get all the gold, increases revolutionary support, award the claim to a dynasty member, money to the Swiss bank account. We're going to go for the revolutionary support.
Underwater palace has begun. The crown requires a great many tons of your crops to help pay for this massive project.
His Majesty demands a combined total of 10,000 of your cash crops. Your revolutionaries find this number too high and suggest that you send only half that amount. Opposing this, the royalists demand that you send double the amount instead. With whom will you side? So send half, no mandate reward, increase revolutionary support. Send the original amount, and send double. So... this, let me think, mandate extension now and on completion. So we can send the original amount and get a mandate extension, or we can get more revolutionary support, or we can get a year of extension altogether, and that will make the royalist happy. What we're going to do is we're bundling up our revolutionary support for right now, and now what we need to do...
Viva el Presidente!
Explore. We want a better road option, so we are going to send these guys down here and hopefully keep an eye on them, and whenever they're on their way back, hopefully they'll actually clear out a lot more of this as well.
Comrade Governor, the more I read the works of Comrade Marx, the more sure I am that our revolution must be a socialist revolution.
I would further state that we need to establish a revolutionary vanguard to serve as an example to lead the proletariat. From that, we will need to find the right people. I am sure that our scholars will find a way to do that. So we need to research foremen, and I think we either already have it or we will soon. Let me see, what is this? Cannot be serviced, no road. Oh. Hold on. Road. Totally forgot. There we go. Okay, now we have a road.
Thanks to your efforts, the revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
I sat with 3 other members of the research team. Suddenly, it dawned on us. We're 4 men. You get it? 4 men? Incidentally, we also discovered bad puns.
So, I'm not entirely sure what that actually does, but maybe it actually allows the skills to be used.
Comrade Governor, we need to inspire the people and set an example for the proletariat. We need to create a working-class hero.
There are some skillful people on our island. You should hire one of them as a buildings manager. He will serve as an example to the workers and become a symbol of our socialist agenda. So, this should complete almost immediately. Mentor. Nearby buildings increased by 1. Yeah. My tongue is starting to just totally crap out on me. Manager, mentor, hire. Yay.
Thanks to your efforts, the
Import revolutionaries. Cool. So, we should have another trade ability. What we want to do is now look for milk, bananas. We want to look for a really, really great export here. That'll get us just a ton of money. There's cocoa. So we can start growing cocoa. Raw resources. It looks like cocoa is going to be the winner here. So let's go ahead and export cocoa.
I'm afraid that your colony is still doing rather poorly compared to your neighbors, Puerto Coco and Isla Rojo. His Majesty is not pleased.
His Majesty has decided to provide you with an incentive to do better in the future. A special tax to be paid immediately. Now is the time to impress the crown and prove your colony is as good as its neighbors. We're going to go ahead and pay the 10,000 because we can. Screw it. That's going to give us a mandate extension. Let's go here to plantation. We want cocoa. And there's actually a few really decent areas very nearby. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to build this next door to this one because I believe we should get a bonus on our productivity from being next door to this guy. So that's really good news. And this will allow our cash flow to explode with chocolate. Chocolatey goodness. So that's the plan there. And it did indeed discover quite a bit more. And so now what I want to do is build a road that goes all the way out to our gold mine here. Whoa. Of course, we're going to have to babysit this whole process because actually building a road kind of sucks, especially a really long distance one. And road crosses an unexplored area. Oh, okay. We'll wait until they get back. 1 second. Stand by. And there we go. Cool. An unexplored... What are you even talking about, man?
A soldier's duty is never done.
Explore over here. Okay. There we go. That solved it, more or less. And over here, and over here, and over here. Ah, that didn't work. Dang it. Hold on. Sure. Doesn't have to make sense, it just has to connect. Okay. Let's go ahead and I want to... Let's see. Cannery, no. No, mine. There we go. Alright, we built a mine.
Great news.
Whoa.
We found out how to use the muskets the crown sent us. Apparently, all you have to do is pull the trigger. Our research was seriously hindered until we discovered you should not look into the barrel when pulling the trigger. We lost a lot of good men that way.
Oh, Penultimo. Okay, so now we can actually build up an army if we so decide and really want to discover the crap out of the island. But that's not a huge priority for me at the moment. They're going to discover that this is an iron cave, I believe, right here. Yeah, iron. We don't really want iron for any particular reason, so there we go. Our cocoa is up and running. Let's go ahead and set up our cocoa export, add ship, and we're good. So we'll start exporting cocoa and it'll be absolutely
Tropico
apeshit.
itself has given us a way to gain our independence. I am talking about gold. Mother Earth will gladly sacrifice her precious gifts for our freedom.
There are two ways to gain our independence, with weapons or with money. In either case, gold will help. We should begin mining gold as soon as possible. So we're already up on that.
Tropico itself has given...
There we go. And up on that, indeed. Sometimes the things I say I'm just completely alarmed by. Let's see. Here we go. There's our teamsters. They are running at full speed to go open up the mine here. Get on them. And there we go. They're going to start building. Yep, immediately. Good, 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 good. So, and then that will start operating on its own, and they'll start exporting all the gold, and we will be just totally dandy.
Too crowded. It is full of lost cities, rich American industrialists, and sleeping alien gods. His Majesty has no desire to mingle with such things.
That's full of so many references, I can't even begin. Let's see. Construction on an underwater palace has been stopped. From now on, you will receive fewer, if any, options to extend your mandate. His Majesty will grant you one of these rewards for your service to the ground. The ground, sure, whatever. We're going to go and do mandate extension because we're actually pretty well off financially. But, again, our opportunities to actually get mandate extensions are going to be limited. So now we are going to start exporting gold here pretty soon. That's going to help quite a bit. And, yes, research. We want the newspaper, red tape, and constitution. So, we're not going to be able to actually declare independence. Oh.
The revolutionaries are demanding that you insult the king.
So, revolutionary riots or unknown
We will
consequences.
send the king a gift that will insult him greatly.
And so we could send him a piss pot, a bent sword, or pink undergarments. Oh boy, what's gonna be the worst here?
The
Screw it.
Queen is furious that you presented her husband better undergarments than the ones he bought her for her recent birthday. Things do not look well for you, old chap. His Majesty is extremely displeased with you and has decided to punish you as an example to the other colonies.
Scary times. The royal punishment meant for you was so extreme I can't even bear to put it in words, but I managed to soften it a bit. And so, there we go. 5 months reduction in our mandate, so hopefully we'll be able to wrap this up fairly quickly.
Workers of Tropico, unite! It is time to show the world that we can achieve any goal, despite the imperialist crown's oppression.
So, through the wisdom of Comrade Marx and the strength and toil of the Tropican worker, we will build an economic powerhouse that rivals any other nation. So, we'll export a bunch of milk, I think.
Many people are ready to give their life for their ideals. You must be ready to take lives for yours.
You don't agree with me? I will have to take matters into my own hands and show you. The royalists on your island do not support independence and lower your approval. I have arranged for the deaths of several of them. This is an important lesson. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices to achieve your goals. So they killed like 15 of the loyalists, so that's going to put a ding in our population, but a huge boon in our, let me see, milk. Yeah, it's still exporting milk, so it's going to give a nice little bump to our approval rating there. So, and that's basically an introduction to this is how you make things go a little bit faster whenever you're ready to deal with the consequences. Okay, and the gold is golding. Whoa. Made out of tungsten. Oh man, it went by too fast. I couldn't read that. But yeah, there's fun facts about actual dictators on there, which is always pretty amusing. Okay, now we're making money. We're waiting for milk and gold to export, which is, I guess, maybe perhaps a little poetic. And then, yeah, now we're just waiting for our popularity to skyrocket. So let's see. Happiness, food, healthcare, housing, liberty, people. Let's see. Royalist revolutionaries were hated 10, good standing 70, and they're at about even stance there. So we're really just waiting for our approval rating to tip over, but we're going to go ahead and push that along by providing jobs and housing for people. So let's go ahead and go back to our almanac. How many are homeless? 21 homeless. Let's build some houses. That seems like the best first thing to do here. We're gonna, no, I want a ranch house. There we go. Country house. And then mansions, 3,000 some odd. We're going to build a couple of these just for fun because I haven't actually really done that before. So hopefully this has some kind of a positive effect on our economy that I haven't foreseen. But I think that's actually how you attract managers as well. So not the worst idea. Either way, we should see a severe diminishing of the number of shacks over here. Then we want to look at entertainment. We could build taverns, opera house, let's see, luxury entertainment, residential. Yeah, we'll wait until these are done and we get a little bit more money. And then basically we're just trying to make everybody super happy. And then once everybody's super happy, good times are ahead, essentially. So we've already got some houses being built there. We still have more shacks showing up, which is, you know, a little depressing, but whatever. We should be exporting cocoa, which should be our major cash crop right now. And yeah, we're basically just waiting around. By the way, speaking of which, Effectiveness is increased by 100. So that's a lot of money, though, so we're going to wait. Okay, we now have 2 mansions set up. Residents. Nobody's living there yet. But they are available, so... Residents. Lots of single families, not so great. Okay, and now we can just wait. Has been completed. Hey, okay, so we're done trading logs. We can now open up for a better trade elsewhere. Let's see, tobacco, and we might as well switch to tobacco. Let me go ahead and see if we switch to our, hold on, let me do build menu, raw resources, plantation, and then we set it to tobacco. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, so we're going to switch this crop to tobacco. Yes, change crop. Perfect. And now it's a tobacco
President,
farm.
After suffering 1,000 paper cuts, we have invented paper. It has print on it, where there will be a summary of important affairs, interviews with important Tropicans, and a page with political editorials. This will give a voice to every Tropican. Also, going to the little Presidente's room will be much more comfortable from now on.
Well, there you go. Now we have a newspaper. That's as good a time as any to end this video. I just realized how long it's been going on. So this has been Cardboard Decoy playing Tropico. If you've enjoyed, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And whenever we get back, hopefully we'll finish up this little bit and then get our approval rating up super high and all will be well. Until then, yeah, like, have fun. I totally screwed that up. Have fun.